So this morning, as I said at the beginning, we have with us those who are going to be baptized at Easter, and we also have the children who are going to be confirmed later on in the Easter season. And these readings that we've listened to are actually full of the symbolism of baptism. They speak to us about baptism. We have David in the first reading, David who is chosen by God and anointed and filled with the Spirit. We have the blind man whom people assume it's he or his family who have sinned, and therefore that's why he's blind. So this is a person who's living in darkness, living in the darkness of sin. And Jesus comes into that darkness and brings light, brings vision. And we see Jesus, hear of Jesus making this paste by spitting onto the ground and forming this paste. Think about Genesis. If you remember Genesis, when God made Adam and how he made Adam, he made him from the dust of the earth. Interesting, I'll come back to that in a second. But usually when people are healed of their blindness, all we normally hear is that this person is healed. We don't hear anything else about the blindness as such. But here we keep hearing about this man being born blind. It's never been done before that somebody could be healed of this blindness from birth. And with this making of the paste, when God created Adam, he created him from this dirt in the ground. He formed a new being, a new man. Adam was created by God with that, and then the breath of his mouth breathed life into him. And here Jesus, forming the earth, spitting on it, and the saliva reminds us about the Spirit of God, the living water which Jesus promised us, this breath that he promised us from his mouth which brings life. And he puts this on the eyes as if, and probably to, make a new creation, new eyes. The man now sees. He is not the same as he was before. He sees clearly. Jesus tells him to go and wash in the pool of Siloam, which again reminds us of baptism. Siloam meaning sent. And we, in our baptism, are sent to preach the good news of Jesus Christ. All those baptismal links. The man himself doesn't know exactly who did it. Who did this, they ask him? Jesus. And as they keep questioning him, he starts to realize more and more about who this Jesus is. Because at first he's the man Jesus, and then he becomes the prophet. Then he is a man of God whom he wishes to follow as a disciple. And at the end of the gospel, he comes to understand fully who Jesus is. Not just a man, not just a prophet, not just a holy person, but this person is the Lord. He's God. And he goes onto his face and worships him. He has been enlightened by God, by his Spirit. This period of Lent, specifically for those of you who are being baptized, is called a period of enlightenment. It's a time for you to discover more and more who Jesus is. You're going to receive the fullness of his Spirit. And you're going to be confirmed as well at Easter. You're also going to be confirmed. The baptismal gifts of the Spirit that you were given is completed, perfected in confirmation, so that as you're confirmed, you will feel your sense more and more that being a son, a daughter of God. Your love for Jesus will become more intense after confirmation. The gifts of the Spirit will flourish more after that gift. You'll feel more a sense of belonging to the church, and you'll be empowered by the Spirit to speak about Jesus as this man in the gospel was. But for us all here, this is all great. We're watching them, yes, them at the front, and it's all about them. But we also know for ourselves what you guys are going through, the period of enlightenment. You're now for your preparation for confirmation. It's not once done complete. as with this man who was born blind and was enlightened by Christ, given new sight, we too need to keep on discovering who it is that we're following, how it is that we are to follow him. We need to be aware when we become blinded by our sin, by our pride, by our egos, by whatever else it is, and allow ourselves to be washed once more, cleansed once more by that great gift of confession, reconciliation. The Lord comes to give us light, to reveal himself to us, to give himself to us completely. Let's allow him to open our eyes. Let's learn and let us return the gift that he has given.